Hey guys, Earl Dixon, the Bitcoin Man. Today I introduce you to this Bitcoin
So
Man.
that I think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and people have made fortunes out of Bitcoins.
I'm a believer that in 4 years, something like that, Bitcoin will be about a 5% market share of the earth. And it's a better currency. It's decentralized, open. It's transparent. Everybody knows what happens on the blockchain. It is. I eventually want to have a fund where I take in Bitcoin and I fund everybody in Bitcoin, and they pay their employees and suppliers in Bitcoin, and then I pay my investors in Bitcoin, because I would then require no accounting, no legal, no bookkeeping, no custody. It would all be done.
When I talk to people, I said, what do you think will be here in 2040, approximately 22 years from now? Will gold still be here? Well, it's been here since eternity.
Well,
will the dollar be here?
Right.
I don't think so. And will blockchain be here? I think so. So that's really the way I look at the world of money and currencies.
Right.
Is what's going to be here in 22 years.
This is money that works like your email, and that was the aha moment for us.
I'll say the same thing I said 6 years ago when it was at $80 a coin, which is it is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance you have under your mattress.
Our next speaker is a serial entrepreneur with over 15 years of leadership experience. He started out young. At the age of 13, he started his first business, a computer manufacturing and programming consulting company, and had a successful exit of over $1.6 million by the age of 15. I think at that age, I was still asking my parents for allowance. So, speaking on the topic of mining within the bear market, is there any hidden profitability? Please put your hands together to welcome the CEO of Vbit Technologies, Dan Vo.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As Anne introduced, my name is Dan Vo. I am the founder and CEO of Vbit Technologies, and today I will be talking to you about mining in a bear market, which we are currently in a bear market, as most of you might already know and should know, right? But is that really a bad thing, or is there hidden profitability behind it?
So that I think that...
All right. Well, welcome to the call, everyone. My name is Mark Hamlin. I'm going to be your host. So glad you were able to join us. Excellent. So I see everyone can see the screen, and if you can see the screen, just go ahead and type a Y in that chat box for me. Certainly would appreciate it, but it looks like everything is working good on my side. All right, just double check here. All right, let's get a recording started.
Recording in progress.
All right, so my name is Mark Hamlin. I consider it an honor to speak with all of you. I've been involved in Bitcoin mining for just about 1 year. In fact, November the 8th was when I started, November the 8th of 2020. So it's been a little bit over 1 year now, and I have withdrawn well over $300,000. We're going to kind of talk about that here in a few moments. And everything I'm about to share with you is absolutely real. So that's me in the photograph on the left with the yellow tie. And that's my friend Ebony. She's an entrepreneur. She's the one that actually introduced me to this whole idea of mining Bitcoin. And then beside her is Jen Gao. He's the vice president of sales for Vbit Technologies, company we're going to be talking about today. And so I've had the fortune of being able to introduce Bitcoin mining to a lot of people, a lot of real estate investors and other entrepreneurs, in fact, NFL football players and everyday people as well. And so I've had the opportunity to take them down to the home office where they were able to kind of, look, feel, and touch and meet some of the principles of the company, although we're not doing that right now because of the rise in COVID right now in that area. But that's something that can happen again in the near future. And so this is absolutely real. I've seen it with my own eyes and I've experienced it, but I'm going to share with you some testimonies and I want to break this down for you to help you understand this for yourself to see how this can help you get to the next level economically. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to turn my camera off now and we're going to go ahead and get into a few things. All right, so of course, whenever you're talking about earning money, you've got to talk about the disclaimers, no matter what you're doing when it comes to business, and this is the business, you're about to understand that. You never want to spend money that you can't afford to lose. In any business that you get involved in, there's going to be risk. That's just real life. And so you want to handle yourself appropriately, do your due diligence, and get financial advice and those type of things as well. Okay? All right, let's continue on. All right, so let's just start off with a few people that are involved in Bitcoin mining right now. I'm going to start off with Tawana. So Tawana is an educator. She's a teacher. And she actually was struggling to make ends meet. She found out about Bitcoin mining. And you may not be able to see this on the screen, but when she got started, the price of Bitcoin was $48,000. And at that time, and all the way up to now, she's been earning over $286 a day, over $2,000 a week, over $8,000 a month, and over $104,000 a year. That's when the value of Bitcoin was $48,000. It's $58,000 now. And when the value of Bitcoin goes up, so does your earnings when you get involved in Bitcoin mining. Now, here is Esther. And Esther is a nurse, and she got laid off as a result of COVID-19, right? Hopefully she's back to work now. But you can see when she got involved with us, the price of Bitcoin was $47,000. And you can see here that she was earning $100 a day, over $753 a week, over $3,200 per month, and over $39,000 a year. We believe that's helped her out tremendously. But of course, she's doing much better now because the value of Bitcoin is over $58,000. All right, let's take a look here at Brandy. And this is Brandy. She was doing $292 a day, over $2,000 a week, over $87,000 a month, and over $106,000 a year. And that's when the value of Bitcoin was $48,000, which was a little while ago. So she's doing very well. So here's the home office. So the first thing you need to know, Vbit Mining is a U.S. company. And if you didn't know it, the United States is number one when it comes to Bitcoin mining in the world now. So China cracked down on crypto and the miners had to leave. So they went all over the place, and many of them came right here to the United States. So the United States is now the leader in Bitcoin mining. So when you get involved with Vbit Mining, you're dealing with a U.S. company that's registered with the SEC. We're going to share that information, those details with you in a moment. So they were founded in 2018, all right? And their headquarters is in Philadelphia at 1625 Washington Avenue. I've been there many times. Real company with a real office. All right, so here's the CEO. In fact, you heard a little bit about him earlier. He's a computer genius. His name is Don Vo, and he created his first business at the age of 13, and he sold it at the age of 15 for $1.6 million. So he was a self-made millionaire at the age of 15. He also is a very good trader, those of you who are involved in trading, and he's also made lots of money trading as well. So he's a well-known figure when it comes to Bitcoin mining in the United States. He is frequently hosted on various news programs such as Yahoo Finance and CoinDesk as a authority in Bitcoin mining. All right, so here is Ron, and Ron is a retired gentleman, but he found out about Bitcoin mining. He actually lives right in the Philadelphia area. He got involved back in September of 2021. Let's take a look at his numbers. So he's a very happy camper because he's doing over $300 a day. He's making over $2,300 per week. Also $9,930 per month and over $120,000 a year in his retirement as a result of Bitcoin mining. And here's my friend Ebony. I showed you her picture earlier. She's an entrepreneur, has a healthcare business. She works with seniors at their homes, and she's a nurse practitioner. So she has a very successful business that she's been running for many years. And when she told me about Bitcoin mining, and she's located in Philadelphia, I asked her, can I come? Can I meet the principals? And she made that happen. And I couldn't get that money out of my pocket fast enough in order to join the program, but she's doing extremely well. We may even have her as a guest speaker toward the end of this call. And as you can see there, over $400,000, but that is not the current amount. She's well over $900,000 a year right now. We'll hopefully have an opportunity to for you to hear her share her testimony. So let's talk about a few things that you need to know before we start this webinar. Vbit has mined over $20 million worth of Bitcoin since 2018 for its customers. The machines do all the work, ladies and gentlemen. You do absolutely nothing. And the company has customers in 6 out of 7 continents around the world. So the company is global, and everyone gets paid daily. The company doesn't hold anyone's funds like some programs do, and you have access to those funds immediately on a daily basis in Bitcoin. So one of the advantages of owning Bitcoin compared to real estate, stocks, and gold is liquidity. So you might say, well, Mark, what do we mean by that? We're talking about the access that you have to your money in USD. So, for example, how long does it take to sell a stock? Well, the Securities and Exchange Commission has specific rules concerning how long it takes for a stock sale to become official and the funds to become available. So maybe you didn't know this, but the current rules call for a 3-day settlement, which means it will take at least 3 days from the time you sell your stock until the money is available. Kind of interesting fact. And so what about real estate? Well, we know real estate, it could take weeks or months before you can access those funds. How about gold? Well, you have to find a place that will buy it from you, a gold dealer. And that could take, maybe hours, maybe in a day or so. But when it comes to Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, you can convert that into USD in a matter of minutes and withdraw that to your bank account. If you don't know how to do that, the person who invited you on a call can absolutely show you how to do that. So we're talking about easy access to your money. All right, so that's a preliminary. Let's go ahead and break things down for you to help you to understand this. Again, if you got a pen and a piece of paper, you certainly want to pull that out to jot down a few notes, because we're talking about business now. It's all about the numbers. Now, how many of you would agree that the system is broken, that most people work hard their entire lives just to get by while making their employers rich? And, we can see it all over. You see the elderly working in fast food restaurants and grocery stores, ladies and gentlemen, when they should be at home, enjoying their grandchildren. So wouldn't you agree that it's time to break free? Absolutely. And one of the ways we can do that is by joining the financial technology revolution, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening right now. It's literally taking over the banks, and you and I have the ability to do just that. But it's important to understand how banks make money. Here's a short video that will explain that. Pay close attention.
Have you ever thought about how banks do their business? How are they able to hire so many people, have such control over the finances, and enjoy huge profit margins? Most people would say by lending or investing, right? Well, that's not exactly true. In fact, that is just a small portion of the bank's profits. You see, banks do business with an incredibly simple method. They set up computers to process everyone's transactions and keep a track of everyone's accounts and balances. When you send money to your friends, family, or to purchase something, these computers process the transactions and ensure that you have the right account balance after the transaction has been made. For example, when you make a purchase with a credit card, the credit card terminal is just taking the purchase amount from your account and crediting the merchant's account. In return for setting up and maintaining this network of computers, the banks and credit card companies receive an average of 5% in fees worldwide. Oh, and did you know that over $5 trillion move around the world every day? That means that we're paying banks over $250 billion every day just for setting up and maintaining their computers to process the transactions. This seems like an awesome concept. Wouldn't it be nice if regular people could do something similar? Well, now they can. Blockchain technology, and specifically Bitcoin mining, is revolutionizing the financial industry and making it possible for everyday people to benefit from all of the financial transactions that happen every day, just like the banks. Bitcoin mining is performed when incredibly powerful computers, called mining rigs, process complicated math problems unsolvable by humans. By solving these problems, the mining rigs achieve two things. They process transaction information, making the Bitcoin payment network trustworthy and secure by verifying its transaction information. And in return, new Bitcoin and transaction fees are produced, which is credited to the owner of the machine. So all you need to do is go and set up these mining rigs, connect it to a mining pool, and voila! You can have a steady stream of Bitcoins. And the volume of Bitcoin transactions is going up and up, becoming a bigger part of the economy daily. More and more merchants are accepting Bitcoin for payment. Every day, people are starting to utilize Bitcoin to pay and send money. Even large companies like AT&T, Microsoft, and PayPal are accepting Bitcoin. Bitcoin's transaction volume has already surpassed PayPal, Discover, American Express, and is catching up to MasterCard and Visa. Here at Vbit, our goal is to make Bitcoin mining genuinely accessible to everyone. That's why we offer a wide range of Bitcoin mining rigs that can be set up to start bringing you a reliable Bitcoin stream from blockchain technology. You choose a tailor-made bundle mining equipment package. And if you're worried about not knowing how to set up, maintain, and host your new mining equipment, we offer hosting packages in some of the largest and most efficient mining facilities in the world, with unprecedented access to clean, cheap power. All of this combines to ensure the long-term life cycle of your machine, and as the end game, securing your long-term mining success. It's important to understand that Bitcoin mining is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is an investment into the technology of the future that's working today. Don't pass over this opportunity. With Vbit, there's nothing stopping you from becoming a part of the financial revolution. www.vbitmining.com.
All right. So why pay financial institutions, ladies and gentlemen? Over $5 trillion move around the world every day through financial institutions. An average of 5% in transaction fees are paid to financial institutions worldwide. So we're talking about over $250 billion paid to financial institutions every day just for maintaining computers to do the accounting work. I have a question for you. Isn't it better for you and I to earn that money, ladies and gentlemen? We can do that through Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. So you may say, well, Mark, what is Bitcoin? This short video will explain.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Bitcoin has a number of advantages compared to other payment options. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the internet without going through a bank or clearinghouse and is not controlled by any government. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account belongs only to you and cannot be frozen. There are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Bitcoin is changing finance in people's lives the same way the internet did. Over $5 trillion get moved around the world every day. The way we are used to doing this is through banks, PayPal, or companies like Western Union. Sending money this way costs an average of 5% in fees worldwide. That means we are talking about over $250 billion in fees every day. With Bitcoin, everyone has access and the average transaction fee is only a few cents. Over 2 billion people in the world still do not have access to a bank account or any financial products like credit cards and debit cards, which means all of their assets are in their home. If there is a robbery, a fire, a flood, or anything else like that, they lose everything. Did you know that there are more people with a cell phone connected to the internet than there are people with access to running water? This enables them to use Bitcoin to protect their assets and participate in e-commerce and world trade. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. But if Bitcoin does not rely on or is powered by any bank or government, how are transactions being processed? Let's look at how it works. Many cryptocurrency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and many more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured and powered by hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world called miners. Miners are people who use specialized computer equipment to verify and process Bitcoin transactions. And this is where we cash in. Miners are like the owners of the Bitcoin network and are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins along with all transaction fees. Mining computers are complex equipment and operating it requires technical knowledge. So start mining with Vbit Technologies and have us do the work maintaining your equipment and helping you create a passive income for yourself. You work hard for your money. Isn't it time your money works for you?
All right. So what is Bitcoin? Here's a short recap. It's a global currency. It's digital gold, and it's a store of value. So Bitcoin offers low transaction fees and can be used by anyone with an internet connection. And it's kind of interesting. You know, we look at the chart here. This is 2018, and it compares the market cap or the amount of Bitcoin that's out there versus PayPal, Discover, and some of these major credit cards. But the thing you need to understand is that Bitcoin has surpassed all of these companies combined in 2020 and 2021. So these are old numbers here, but it just gives you an example of the growth of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is the best performing asset over the past 10 years. In fact, a $100 investment in Bitcoin, December 30th, 2010, is worth over $11 million as of January 2021. But at that time, you know, Bitcoin was about $20,000. And of course, it's over $58,000 now. So those numbers are certainly understated. Tremendous growth. In fact, Bitcoin is the most profitable money in the history of the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you want to learn about it. This is why you want to get involved in it. So if you purchase $100 worth of Apple stock, that would have turned into $846. Amazon, that would have grown to $1,330. Netflix, $100 in Netflix would have grown to over $4,900. But $100 in Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, would have changed your life. All right, and just to verify that, you can ask Google, Siri, or Alexa, what is the best performing asset in the past decade? Be sure you ask Alexa and Siri, and they'll answer that question for you. All right. So as we mentioned, Bitcoin has been tremendous. The thing you want to understand is you can buy Bitcoin, but you might want to consider mining it, because with the right setup, the most profitable way to get Bitcoin is through Bitcoin mining. All right. So let's watch this short video. It will explain to you how the Bitcoin mining process works.
Blockchain technology has thus far been largely inaccessible to ordinary people, and it's easy to see why when you look at the numbers. In fact, a single machine that can be used for generating cryptocurrency consumes as much electricity as 40 refrigerators. It produces enough heat to keep a 1,000 square foot home at 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter. And it's incredibly loud. It runs as loud as 2 vacuums. And this has meant that typically you need industrial solutions to take part in the blockchain technology or get into shady, unproven cloud mining opportunities. Well, until now. Thanks to Vbit, now Bitcoin mining rigs are genuinely accessible to everyone. We offer a turnkey solution for making a reliable Bitcoin stream from blockchain technology without all the headaches of operating the machines. Why should you give Vbit your confidence to make this happen for you? With Vbit, you can purchase cutting-edge mining rigs that you'll personally own and have someone set them up and maintain them for you with full transparency. The equipment and the hosting pricing is fully explained and itemized so you know exactly what you're paying for. This way, you can make smart decisions, compare the prices of the machines, choose between different hosting packages, and decide on which mining pool is best for you. Smart is the key term here. In contrast to the long-lasting hype that exists around anything that involves Bitcoin, Bitcoin mining is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Our clients see this as a real, long-term business venture with the potential for huge upside gains depending on market conditions. We're currently operating state-of-the-art data centers in Colorado and Alberta, Canada. Our facilities are some of the largest and most effective Bitcoin mining data centers in the world. They are custom built for Bitcoin mining and will provide an environment with adequate ventilation to ensure the mining rigs do not overheat. Our data centers are located in areas with the cheapest electricity rates achieved by utilizing a combination of renewable energy sources. All of this helps secure the life cycle of your machine, and as the end game, securing your long-term mining success. We even offer monthly payment options to make it affordable to get started. Our goal is to make our services available to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Don't pass over this opportunity. Check out our Bitcoin miner and hosting packages and become a part of the financial technology revolution. www.vbitmining.com.
All right, so let's take a look at a few of the mining facilities. And of course, you can see a shot here. This is Jen Gao, upper right-hand corner near the stop sign. He's Vice President of Sales. And this is one of their data centers in Colorado. So they were doing regular visits to the data centers until COVID-19, so they had to discontinue that. And but I'm sure they'll be resuming those again once COVID-19 has cleared up. All right, here's another center that they opened in Calgary, and it's expandable. And you can see folks there, in the winter, snow out on the ground, and you can see them inside of the units as well. All right, so Vbit, here's a article on Yahoo Finance, a Vbit DC, a subsidiary of Vbit Technologies. They closed a 1.1 funding round to open one of the largest Bitcoin mining data centers in the world, ladies and gentlemen. So they're constantly growing, constantly expanding, and this was the Alberta data center, which is run with renewable energy. All right, and then here's the latest purchase. This is a expandable mining farm that they purchased in Montana. That was on December the 1st, 2020. All right, and so this is where the mining equipment is hosted. All right, very good, very good. All right, so one of the things that a lot of people want to know is, is this real? Is this compliant? Absolutely. Vbit mining is registered with the SEC. You can do this on your own. Just go to sec.gov and type in Vbit Technologies in the search bar. It will take you to this next screen here, and this is very important for you to understand. Vbit mining is not a securities, ladies and gentlemen. It is an equipment company. So it's not an investment in that sense. It's a business. And as a result of that, you've got tremendous tax deductions. In fact, you can deduct the cost of the equipment and the cost of the mining, of the electricity, and the hosting. All right, so this is very important to know because you might be looking for some great tax deductions while you're growing your wealth. This is something you certainly want to consider. And of course, you can see here the company was registered with the SEC back in 2018, and they're located in Philadelphia, the same address we provided for you earlier. All right, so what I want to do here is show you some numbers. And let me just take a quick look to see who we have on the call here. So we've got a nice crowd of people. Welcome to the call, everyone. Glad you were able to join us. Let's turn my camera on here for just a moment. All right, I just want to take a look to see at who we have on the call here, because toward the end here, I'm going to bring a few special guests on just to share some additional information with all of us. All right, very good, very good. So you may have heard me mention Ebony toward the beginning of the call. And she is actually on the call here, and hopefully she'll have enough time to be able to share some information with everybody. But what I want to do right now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I want to go to the mining calculator. So stand by. I'm going to switch over to another screen here. And we're going to go to the mining calculator. All right. So in order to get involved with the company, you must register through an affiliate. We're going to talk about that in a few moments. The possibility of becoming affiliate, that is optional. It is not mandatory. When I first got involved here, I did this because I didn't want to have to talk to anybody. I literally wanted my money working for me without me doing anything. And that's exactly what happens when you get involved in Bitcoin mining. The equipment, the supercomputers, they actually do the work for you. It's hands-free. You can sit back, and it creates income on a daily basis for the next 4 to 6 years because the equipment runs 24/7. All right? So if you want additional information, you can go to vbitmining.com. And once you get here, you'll be able to click on a couple of different things. You can click on Mining Shop. This is going to show you the cost of the equipment and the cost of the hosting. Because remember, we're not hosting the equipment at our house. Now, if you've got that type of experience, you can purchase your mining equipment from the company and then install it in your house or in your garage. I don't have that kind of experience. I don't want to deal with the noise or the things that go along with that. So I have my equipment hosted in Vbit Mining's mining farms. All right. And you pay for that. You pay a hosting fee. And we'll be talking about that here in a few moments. But what I want to do is show you some money and some numbers as to what you can earn when you have this equipment. So right now, you can see here the current value of Bitcoin is 57,984. And that's a fluctuating number. It changes based on market conditions, right? And so you have multiple packages that you can purchase. We're going to look at those in detail in a moment. But I'm going to start off with the Black Diamond package. Now, the Black Diamond package is the biggest package that they have, which consists of 8 ASIC miners. They're called S19. They're supercomputers. And they produce 800,000 gigahashes of power. The gigahashes equate to money, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And so we'll talk about that in a moment. And so I actually have 2 of these Black Diamonds right now, and I have a third one that will be going online about December the 10th. And so you can see what type of income that these are producing here. Okay. All right. And then there are other packages as well. Goes all the way to silver on up. I also have a diamond package, and I'll share this a little bit with you about this. I actually purchased this diamond package for my daughter who's in the 10th grade. And we're going to use this income to pay for 4 years of college for her room and board. All right. So if you got a grandchild or a child, in college, this is something you might consider as well, because as the value of Bitcoin increases, so do your holdings and so do your earnings as well. And so you can see this particular package right here is paying out $96 a day, $675 a week, over $2,800 a month, over $35,000 a year for the next 5 years on average, but in many cases it can be longer. All right, so we always say 5 to 6 years until the equipment runs out. Okay, all right, so I wanted to show you that. We'll take a look at a few more numbers here as well. Let's go ahead and go to the platinum. All right, and of course you can go to this website and you can look these numbers up yourself. Again, you're going to go to vbitmining.com, right? So you can see the numbers on the platinum. Let's go ahead and put this this web address in here for you. But you cannot register unless you have connected with an affiliate, all right? So you must register through an affiliate. There's no other way of getting involved. So here's the platinum package, and you can see that's $32 a day, $225 a week, $964 a month, and $11,000 a month hands-free. All right, let's go ahead and go to the gold. And I want you to also notice that the hash rate is changing. Notice that hash rate changes. All right, we'll take a look at the equipment as well. Let's go to the gold. And so the gold you can see is paying out $21 a day, $150 a week, $643 a month, and $7,823 a year. And that's 66,000 gigahashes. And the smallest package you can get is the silver, which is 33,000 gigahashes, $10 a day, $75 a week, $321 a month, and $39.11 per year. Okay, just wanted you to see that. Let me just go and show you just a couple more things here. I'm going to go to the mining shop here really quickly. And in the mining shop, you can actually see the equipment that you would be getting. And of course, in most cases, you're going to allow the company to put this in their mining farms. But you can see with the silver package, this is what's known as a hash board. You can see with the gold package, you have 2 hash boards, and you can see the amount of gigahashes that it provides. When you come down to the platinum, that's 1 ASIC miner, which provides 100,000 gigahashes. When we come down to the black diamond, the diamond, that is 3 ASIC miners, which is 300,000 gigahashes. And then finally, the black diamond, which is 8 ASIC miners, 800,000 gigahashes. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a few things. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint and show you some more details. And now, if you're looking at those numbers in terms of the cost and that blows you away, don't let that blow you away, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you how you can get that equipment even if you don't have the money to purchase it right now. All right? So don't be dismayed because of those numbers. But you have to understand that in most cases, you get what you pay for. How many of you would agree with that? All right? Let's go back to our PowerPoint. All right, here we are. All right, so when you have Bitcoin mining equipment, it's like having a money printing machine, ladies and gentlemen, because as I mentioned, there's nothing for you to do. Once the equipment goes on, you get paid every single day. They have never been late in the entire year that I have been involved, and I've never heard of there ever being a situation like that. So it's not that type of thing that you have to worry about. Again, this is the main website that you're going to go to, vbitmining.com. Click on mining shops to see the cost of the equipment, and then click on mining calculator to see what the earnings are. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these packages in a general view. So again, I mentioned it can go anywhere from the silver all the way to the black diamond. All right, and you see the giga-hashes. That determines how much money you are earning. All right, again, we're looking at the equipment cost. You can see the silver starts at $3,900. You can see the gold, $7,900, the platinum, $11,900, the diamond, $35,000, and the black diamond, $95,000. All right, let's go a little further. So, of course, you have to pay for hosting. What is hosting? That's your electricity, that's your maintenance, and that's your insurance. The insurance is going to make sure that your equipment performs the length of time that it should, right? Which is what, an average of 5 years. And so if it breaks down, that will give you one replacement to make up that difference. And you can see here, 1 year of hosting is 42. The equipment with 1 year of hosting is, the equipment itself is 4236. The hosting is $965. This is 1 year of hosting, which is a total of $5,200. But you'll notice that the more hosting you get, it actually gives you a reduction in the cost of the equipment. All right. So for example, if you were to do 5 years of hosting, your equipment cost would be $39.91. And you can see that you would save $573. So your total cost would be $8,253. Now, I do want to mention to you that there is a down payment program. So the company knows exactly that you're going to be earning money every day, and they have a general idea of what that's going to be. Therefore, they're able to enable you to participate with what we call a down payment plan. All right. And so with the down payment plan, you notice that the down payment is much less than the total cost. All right. So it's not exactly half because there are some fees involved there, but you can see it's much less. So for example, if you did the silver package and you did the down payment plan, instead of paying $6,641, you would need just $37.17 out of pocket. And then you would pay $103 a month for 36 months. Now, if you remember the silver package, it pays well over $300 a month. So even once you deduct the hosting fee, you still have over $200 a month in net cash flow. All right. And of course, you're accumulating Bitcoin at the same time. All right. So now there are the various packages, and we're going to kind of flash those at you, because you can go to the back into the website and you can look at these numbers in detail and you can crunch these numbers. So what I want to do is I want to fast forward all the way to the Black Diamond package, because many people, when they look at this, they want to get as much as they can. They want to earn as much as they can. Of course, everything is equivalent to where you are right now. Everybody's not in the same situation, but I want to start here just to give you an idea of what the potential could be. So let's just say that you purchased the Black Diamond. Let's just say you have a 401k, you have an IRA, you have some money saved up. Maybe you decided you want to borrow some money because you want to create some income. A lot of people believe that Bitcoin mining, you can almost equate it to real estate, because it's the equipment doing the work for you, except you don't have the tenants and you don't have those other headaches. So these are numbers that you can crunch to see the profitability involved in it. So let's just say you have the Black Diamond package with 3 years of hosting. So you would need $158,000 up front. But if you did the down payment plan, all you would need is $88,000 up front and then $24,662 for 36 months. And of course, if you looked at that earlier, you may not remember, but this pays out well over $8,000. So you take the 24 out, you're still $5,000, $5,500, $6,000 of net profit every month. So the math is very, very powerful. Now, we don't expect you to absorb all this right now. You may need to go to the website. You may need to get in contact with the person who invited you so you can learn more. The purpose of this call is to give you an overview, to give you an idea of what the potential could be for you should you decide to get involved in Bitcoin mining. Now, I mentioned to you earlier, I said, now, if you look at these numbers, and these numbers are way over your head right now for whatever reason, there is still a way for you to get involved here, even if you may not have that money to earn the equipment, to purchase the equipment. Vbit happens to have a very lucrative affiliate program. Now, this is completely optional. You may not have an interest in this, but on the other hand, this may be exactly what you're looking for. You can see here, this is actually one of my accounts. This was back in September. You can see where I earned over $7,900 simply referring people to the Vbit mining who purchased equipment. Now, I finished off the month with over $15,000 in earnings. That was in September from the affiliate program. Then I did the same thing in October, over $15,000 just from the affiliate program. And so, of course, I can withdraw this money, or I could use this money to purchase more equipment. And so even if these numbers are out of your ballpark right now, but you like what you hear and you have no issue with sharing good things with people, you might consider participating in the affiliate program. What is the cost to get in the affiliate program? It's only $149, ladies and gentlemen. $149 and then $10 a month, or you can pay that monthly fee. You can pay it over an entire year, which is $110. So you can pay that $10 a month or just pay it up front. But you're talking about $149 and $10 just to become an affiliate. And then you can join in on the many webinars that we have, invite people to the information, and you can work your way into the situation that you want to be in for you and your families. All right? So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring Miss Ebony Chapman on the line. And you saw her photograph earlier, and let's see if she's available. Ebony, are you there?
Yes. Right. Good morning, Mark. How are you? I'm here.
I'm doing well. We certainly appreciate you taking time out. We know you're running your business on Saturday, so thank you so much for being on the call with us today.
Great. Yes. Thank you so much for putting this together, and thank you, everybody, for getting on a Saturday morning. I know there's many other things you could be doing, but you're looking at this awesome opportunity, which is a great time. I'm super excited, and still listening to your presentation, Mark, it makes me want to sign up all over again. But sooner, definitely sooner. But yes, so I've been with Vbit for a little over a year now. It's been October. And at first I was a little hesitant because I was involved in some other things where we didn't know who the owners were. It was kind of like a guarantee where you'll receive this money every day and you'll be able to withdraw, and things crashed and just didn't go too well. So I was kind of burnt out from a lot of those opportunities a year before then. But I'm so super grateful that I found this opportunity, guys. And this is something that you definitely want to, do your due diligence on if you need to, but get started. However you can, position yourself, or however you can, or whenever you can, just get in, because Bitcoin price is going to explode soon, and you don't want this to be a coulda, woulda, shoulda moment. So very important that Mark share with you important things about the company, as the transparency and who the owners are. As he said, you can make an appointment and go to the main office if you choose to. So you know who the owners are. You see the numbers. You see that it's working. Definitely go ahead and make a decision. But like I said, almost 2 years ago, I was just kind of looking, and then I sat down with Jen Gao, and I sat down with Rhonda, the person that actually referred me into this, and he's a good friend. And so basically, moving forward, I said, give me about a year. I was pregnant with my daughter. I was in my school for my MP, and I basically just, couldn't go ahead and put the energy and time into it. And like I said, I was burnt out. So actually a year, October 21st of 2020 is when I got started, and I'm so glad I did. And like Mark shared with you, the price of Bitcoin when I got started was $13,000 a coin, guys. $13,000 a coin. And when you put that number in a calculator, it shows you what the potential, how much money I was making off a Black Diamond package. I was making about between $1,800 to $1,900 a month right? But now today, compared to what it was then and compared to what it is now, that's what you should focus on. Focus on when you decide on which package you're going to purchase. Look at the price of what the potential price is going to be, because Bitcoin is definitely trending up. And that's the very most important thing, because people look at the price of these packages now and think, oh, it's kind of high, and, things like that. Because even when I got started, I thought it was kind of high, but I'm so glad I did it, because, compared to what I'm making now, compared to what I was making back then, definitely because of the price of Bitcoin rising, it's outperforming this actual calculator. As you can see, it's outperforming. The price is actually outperforming right now. So the thing is, you want to just get started with a package, however you can get in, and just get it started so that you can see what we're telling you and but this opportunity has definitely changed my life. And, I'm thankful for the owners, and I'm thankful for everyone who has gotten involved. So we're super excited, and feel free every Wednesday or at least once a week. It's been mostly on Wednesday nights. I do have an overview where I go into my account and I show you how much gigahashes I have total. I show you what the performance is, and I show you what my account has been doing. So if Mark will definitely, everyone who's on this call will get an opportunity to get on that Zoom next week. More than likely, it'll probably be either on Tuesday or Wednesday, because I know the holiday is next week. So, but yes, that's basically what I have to say. Thank you, Mark, for putting this together, and everybody have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Ebony. I really appreciate you. So one of the things I want to show you here, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's known as a mining calculator. All right, now you may not start off with a black diamond. As Ebony said, you might start with one of the smaller packages, but once you realize how real this is, most likely you're going to find a way to buy more packages. And that's what I did over time. So now in 1 year, I have 3,980,616 gigahashes working for me right now. And you can see what that is on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're talking about life-changing income potential in Bitcoin. And as the value of Bitcoin increases, so does your earnings. And so when we say the potential for you to generate 6 figures or 4 figures a week doing Bitcoin mining, we absolutely mean it, because, people lie, but numbers don't lie. And so these are numbers that you can crunch for yourself. Again, you can get back in contact with the person who invited you on the call. We'll get all your questions answered, walk you through the entire process. You don't have to figure this out for your own. But if you like what you hear today and you want to learn more, get in contact with the person who invited you on the call. Anything else you would like to add, Ebony?
Oh, one other thing important is I saw yesterday that the machines may be sold out. So when you see those activation dates, usually within the first week of the actual date that the machines are going to activate, they usually sell out. So this next batch is very important, because this next batch will be probably the last batch before this year is out. So if you definitely have the funds to get started now, because the machines do sell out.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, in fact, you can see it right here. Yep. And when did that happen, Ebony? Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay, great. So I had a gentleman. He purchased a black diamond. I think he got in before that. Let me just check, see what's going on with the diamonds as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then because the thing is, once they sell out, because if the price of Bitcoin is rising, or if it does go up to a higher amount, a lot of times the packages are a little bit more. So that's something to be mindful of. If like I said, this is something that you've been contemplating, or you have the funds, just get started, because once the packages sell out, they do sell out.
Absolutely. And I know the last time they sold out, they actually had more within a few days. Yep. So of course, so a person would want to just check back on that. All right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can let you know. I can ask Jen to find out when we'll have more. But I'm hoping it's another batch before the end of this year.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question, I want to go ahead and give you an opportunity to ask you a question. How much Bitcoin do you earn? Is that separate from the pay weekly? Okay, so we actually showed you the calculator. You can see exactly what you earn, Almara. In fact, all you do is go to the calculator here, and you can actually see exactly what you're earning based on the package that you have and the current value of Bitcoin. So these are your numbers right here. All right. And this is the calculator. We find that these numbers are somewhat understated, but you can use these as a really good parameter of what your earnings would be. Okay. Any other questions? If you have a question, go ahead and type it in the chat box. We'll try to get your questions answered right now. All right. Yes, this was recorded, and we will make this recording available. Excellent. All right. All right. So again, thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you taking time out on this Saturday morning. Everyone have an awesome weekend. We'll see you again on the next call. God bless.
Hey guys, Earl Dixon, the Bitcoin Man, and I just want to take a minute and thank you guys for stopping by today. Wonderful presentation. Bitcoin is really, really changing the game, and people are learning more and more every day. I got a Facebook group page. Here's the link right here. You go to Facebook groups, put this in, and you can sign up for our Facebook group. Guys, we are really teaching people about Bitcoin mining. This is our page right here. So far, we got 13 members. We have another page very soon called Bitcoin Mining Education on Facebook. As you saw Mark in the presentation, he was showing you that taking some money and investing now is like it's better than owning real estate. You don't have to worry about no tenants. You don't have to worry about no upgrades to no house or no busted water pipes or whether or not they're going to pay their rent or not. You take that money that you will buy a house with, and you literally buy a Bitcoin mining machine, and you pay the hosting, and you allow the company to do all the maintenance, and you collect the money. Now, one of the things you may have noticed is that when you come into this Vbit program, and we're going to go there in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to take you over to the website. When you come into the program with Vbit mining, you make your purchase of your mining machine. You can start out as an affiliate if you don't have the money. You can come up with $149. We're going to be going about it. You're going to get going over that soon. We're going to be able to get hash rate. Okay, and hash rate is equivalent to Bitcoin. All right, we'll break that down on one of our trainings, okay? All right, but now, when you select your package, like the black diamond, the diamond, or either the platinum or either the silver, guys, yes, if you paid attention to those numbers, you got more coming in than you got going out, so you're literally going to make a profit, okay? And that's the whole gist of what we got going on. So within the first year, most of the time within the first year, you're ready to pay off your mining fees of your setup costs, and then you got like 4 more years or so, plus or minus, to be able to make pure profit. And you got to come over, visit, get in, get educated, and be in front of one of the articles. Let me just show you something real quick that's so important. Hold on. Here's an article right now because China is shutting down Bitcoin mining. It's mind blowing. Two of the biggest Bitcoin mining companies in the world are battling out in Texas, a town where there's 5,600 people. Now, it's just truly ironic how people in China are shutting down their mining facility and they're moving to America, where in Texas, they're setting up mining facilities, okay, in Texas, where they're going to be able to come up with renewable energy solutions to reduce the cost of mining, right? And that's happening right now. And when just imagine being a part of Vbit builds a mining facility right there in Texas, and you can go right there and be able to visit this facility because the miners have shut down in China and they're migrating to America. The greatest opportunity in the history of money moving to Bitcoin in the asset class. You are in front of this. You're getting this knowledge now. And I'm here to to bring this information to you, cutting edge information technology, where you can be a part of this in the beginning, not on the end. It's just truly, truly, truly amazing. Right. So this is kind of information that I bring to my team, to my team, and to people like you. All right. So now let me show you how you can get in contact with me right now, or get back with the person on our team to get started. Let's just go over and look at another article right quick, please. So pay attention to this recording, guys.
Someone you can rely, who's
We gotta wait for the commercial to go through. Hold on.
always on your side.
Nationwide simplifies retirement planning with easy-to-use tools.
Elsewhere, China's continued crackdown on Bitcoin and other crypto assets proving to be a boon for US Bitcoin miners. New data is confirming that the US is now the top destination for Bitcoin miners, surpassing China for the first time. CNBC's Mackenzie Sigalis joins us with more on those numbers. And Mackenzie, I suppose the question is, can the US stay on top in that ranking?
It certainly looks that way. The numbers here are pretty staggering, Shri. The U.S. now ranked first in terms of its share of the global Bitcoin mining market, accounting for about 1/3 of the network's miners. And keep in mind, that's up 428% from September of 2020, according to this new data just out from Cambridge University. Meanwhile, China, which was once the epicenter of this industry, has seen its share fall from 67% to 0 in less than a year, thanks to the country's crypto crackdown. Since then, we've seen this mass migration of Chinese miners heading to places like the United States, and for good reason. For one, the U.S. has been quietly boosting its hosting capacity for years. The U.S. is also flush with sources of low-cost power, which more often than not tend to be renewable. In Washington and New York, you'll see these hydro-powered mining farms. More states are adding wind and solar power to their grids. Miners across the country have also harnessed nuclear power as well as leftover natural gas. And what's key here is that this shift toward clean energy sources has already begun to recast the narrative among skeptics that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. That said, not all miners are headed to renewable destinations. Kazakhstan ranks second on the list with 18% of all Bitcoin mining. The country is home to coal mines that provide a cheap and abundant supply of energy, but also ample carbon dioxide emissions. However, several mining experts tell CNBC that they think that Kazakhstan, which neighbors China, is just a temporary stopover on a longer migration west. Back to you.
Very interesting development. Mackenzie, looks as though there's big elements of regulatory and renewable arbitrage that's determining the flows in Bitcoin mining. Thank you for that report.
All right, guys. Okay, guys, this is Earl Dixon, Bitcoin Man, and this is how you can get in contact with me. I've been able to teach and mentor people around the United States and globally about digital currency for years. Now, how did you get started with the Bitcoin mining? You simply just call me or someone who shared this video with you. This is our team video. They should be sharing this with you. If you're interested in starting Bitcoin mining or having a workshop done right in your local state, get back with the person who shared this information with you. Now, you can call me directly at 919-530-8022. And the first thing I'm going to ask you is, who invited you? Who is your sponsor? Who put this information in front of you, right? Now, I'm going to show you the website, Vbit Mining, right? You got to have a referral. You just can't go over and get signed up. You got to get in contact with the person who shared it with you and get yourself signed up, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, so let me go over to Vbit Mining at the website itself, where you guys can take a look at the site, and then I'm going to close this out, get back with the person who shared the video. Okay, guys, as you can see, we're at vbitmining.com. You can simply come over to the website, Vbit Mining, come to the website, and just browse. Look at all the information about the company and the different equipment and stuff like that, right? And just familiarize yourself with the site. And as we said, you can join the affiliate program if you don't have the money to get a machine right now. You still can earn Bitcoin through hash power right now. You can still do that. Okay, so get back with a person They share this is real. This is no joke. This is not something that's here today, going to be gone tomorrow. And as you can see, Texas is leading the space now. We have brought people moving out of China, moving to Texas. It's a new paradigm shift, and you don't want to be left out of it. Okay, get back with the person who shared this with you, and we'll see you at the top. And let's go over right here again. That's how you get in contact with me or the person who shared the information. I will direct you to that person. Here it is once again, 919-530-8022. This will be put also on our Facebook page, and it's going to be a YouTube video, and you'll be able to share this, put this information in front of a person. You don't have to just wait until another presentation. Put the information in front of them, and then come to one of our trainings, and we'll get you started. Thank you, guys. Get back with the person who shared this information. We'll simply call 919-530-8022 and ask for Earl Dixon, the Bitcoin man, or the person who invited you. Please, thank you.